Hey everyone, it has been too long since I got to play on Paradise and record, and I am so glad to be back. Yeah, I was actually out of the country and I enjoyed every minute of it. My mom had a business trip and she invited me to go along to be her seeing eye person. So I did some work while I was gone, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. But now I'm back and we can continue building in Paradise. And in the last episode, we got our metal, which is what we were going for. But in this episode, we need bad water. I need some explosives and we need explosive stats. So that is our main goal. And of course, you know what happens with main goals. There end up being side missions. So we are going to jump into it as fast as possible. And this may be a little bit shorter of an episode because I actually will have to go back to work shortly. So I'm strapped on time. So let's get into it. It is cycle 6, day 9. Let's start off really slow, look at everything. Our population, because I haven't played this map in, I believe, a month, maybe. Yeah, a little over a month. I'm not sure. Probably about a month. So we have a population of 34, technically 44, but 34 adults, 10 children. We have no empty jobs for the moment. So I remember we were on our way up here and it looks like we got our lumberjack in. So we're lumberjacking away and we are trying to get over here because we are going to get some bad water. And I still haven't figured out exactly what all the bad water, like how we're going to do all this, but it'll work. We'll figure it out. But we have to lumberjack our way there because this is a long way. But I do know that due to how this is, I know I'm going to put some water wheels up here to give us power. At least for that very, very beginning. That very beginning part. So we can have some power. So we can put our explosives factory up here. Why not put it right next to the bad water source? So we're going to go with that. It's cycle 6, day 9. I don't believe, if I remember correctly, we haven't had a bad tide. Yeah, I've had some ideas about this. And I think one of them... No, I want dynamite first. One of them I was going to do, but I want dynamite first. And if I pull this off, then I can replant these fields here because all of my Lidos are going to go along this area where these water pumps are. So, let's speed this up a little bit. And, I guess I could tell you about my trip. I don't know if you really want to hear about it, but we went to Sweden and Denmark. Well, first we went to Dominican Republic for my uncle and aunt. It was pretty cool. They were celebrating they were renewing their vows after 20 years of marriage. So I think that's a huge accomplishment. And my uncle has always been like one of my heroes, and that's another reason why. So it was pretty cool to spend that time with them and with my cousins who I hadn't really gotten to hang out with a lot. So that was cool. It was fun. Then we went to Sweden and my mom had a business conference in Sweden. But while we were also there, we got to go to the Lego house. And that was amazing. We took a little flight over to Denmark, went to the Lego house, and it was fun. I loved it. Legos is one of my big things. Lego bricks are one of my big things. I've been building with Legos since I was like 5 years old. And I'm pretty old now, especially because I just had a birthday last month. But we're going to move this lumberjack down to here. So we'll get rid of this one. And we will move him down here. Oh, and our first bad tide is approaching. Which, upon realization, I'm going to lose a lot of these trees here. Because I know for a fact the bad tide is going to kill a bunch of these trees here. Oh, we are full on logs. Well, I guess we've got 1,200, 1,300. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. We've got 1.3K. Because I'm using one of the storage mods, I can actually do an extra large pile. And it's only 250, but it gives us a storage capacity of 600, which is way better than the 180 for the large pile, and it's not resource intensive. But 1,000 will give me an underground pile, and then I can store 1,000. I have gears. I just don't know if I want to use all that because I'm still going to need to research for... Well, let's look. I'm going to need the bad water pump, which is 250. Oh, what do I have for storage? I have a medium tank, so that'll be fine. I mean, realistically, I should be good. Yeah, I should be good to do that. We can skip all the way to that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Part of me doesn't want to, but let's see. It's how much? It's 20 planks, or I'm sorry, 20 gears, 40 planks, and 20 logs. I've got all that sitting in reserve. Why not? Let's just do it. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. And do we want to put it that way or that way? We'll put it that way. Unlock that for 1,000 science. We'll fill it with logs. And we will express this to get built tomorrow. Tomorrow. Because it's the end of the day. Let's see. We are pretty full on water. Okay. Sorry. I was answering a message. Yep, my new job allows me to work remotely. So I am working remotely today because I had some stuff to take care of, which means I have to go back on the clock soon. I got stuff to do. But we're getting closer. I mean, I could just take down some more of these trees that are, you know, because they're all going to die anyway. Because the bad tide, it's going to kill them all. The other thing I can do is while I'm waiting, and build the staircase. Well, if they build it here, they might as well. That's building it there is fine. That's fine. I'm not sure they can reach it. Nope, it's too far from the district for them to reach. Let's see. Looks like my water is good. I have a whole lot of beavers with nothing to do. So let's get some of them there. Oh yeah, I forgot about my super sweet idea I came up with. I can do it down here, but I almost want to do it up here because... But I would have to move... Okay. So the bad tide is in. Which means I need to close this. And lower that. And everything should flow that way. But we're going to see how much of these trees get killed. And then we're going to deal with that as it goes. Oh, it's only a 1 day bad tide. I forgot we're playing on normal.
Don't.
Man, sometimes normal is a little bit too easy, I guess. So it actually might not kill all that much because it's only 1 day. We'll see. We'll see. But whatever it kills is where I need to cut it back. Because if it's killing it now, it's going to kill it later. And until I get a bad water diversion system up there, you know, it might be better. I don't know. We'll just have them replant. We'll have them replant for now. Because that wasn't too bad. They had to replant, what, a total of 3 trees? 4 trees? I don't know. Not that much. So, that's good. It's fine. Alright, our water is clear. Can open that back up. Close this. Hopefully I don't flood anything over here. I completely forgot to turn the water or turn the pumps off, but it was only a 1 day bad tide, so nothing to worry about. You know, or as Officer Barbrady would say, move along, nothing to see here. Alright, so we will move our forester further down so he can take care of some more trees. I need to get a smelter running. We have 136 scrap metal. And I need to get a smelter running. We don't have a lot of sustained power though right now.
I got a plan.
I should probably run a smelter up here. Oh, wow. Which means I need to get rid of all these trees. And I'm sure you're probably like, why do you need to get rid of all those trees? Because if I'm going to build a sustained point up here where we're going to be doing some explosives factory and stuff and building it out here, I'm going to need to get rid of that stuff. So another thing we're going to do is, we're going to take our ladder and we are going to put it here. And so one of the things is when I decided to install the ladder mod, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to use it because kind of, you know, in some ways it feels like cheating because I'm using something that isn't natural to it. But then I looked at the actual cost of the ladder. So if wooden stairs is 1 log and 4 planks, but a ladder is 4 logs and 6 planks, it's almost like it's the cost of a platform, which is 6 planks, and you have a cost of wooden stairs built into it to make the ladder. So when I was thinking about the resource cost to actually build it, it made a lot more sense to me, you know, that it cost what it did, and you know why I didn't feel so bad actually using it. And demolishing these things one at a time, because I don't want to trap beaver, because you know how that goes. So then if we do our path up here, because I can put levees here, I can build some platforms across, and we'll get over there and they'll be able to take those trees down. I'll be able to demolish those, set up my water wheels for power. $571. So if I build a platform there, I'm gonna need that demolished. And then we will put we'll actually use a ladder there. Or will we? Yeah, well, you know what? We're going to put another set of platforms out here. So that way we can build our bad water pump here. Yeah. And then we'll put a ladder coming down. Man, they are working quick. It probably helps that I have it on 3 times speed. But they're working quick, and we need them to. Is that my gatherer flag? Yes, it is. So I have 2 lumberjacks here. They are cutting. I need to... Oh! Oh yeah, that completely skipped my mind. So I did put in some other mods. I completely forgot. I added in some other mods. So as you can see, one of them is the hat mod. See the little guys? They're wearing hats. Wearing hats for their jobs. The haulers got baseball caps. Oh, there they are. Yeah. My builders got some little hard hats on, because, you know, they got to go build stuff. My farmers got the little straw hats on. Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was cute. I saw somebody else using it. I thought it was cute. I was like, I am getting this mod, and I've enjoyed it. It's fun. Another mod I got actually has new crops, pumpkins, and new types of trees, brambles, ever blossoms, and unbelievably tall bamboo. I will play with those later. Grapevines, lemon trees. I will play with all those later. I just got them because I thought some variation could be cool, and I wanted to try out the mods. And I figured after I tried them out, I could leave some feedback for the mod creators. Okay. So we need landscaping. We're going to need some more of those there. And then power. Let's see, go to power. Water wheel. Oh, yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that. It's not long enough. So what I need to do here is get rid of those. And I need to put in some 2s there. Yeah, pay the 150 science. I got the thing I absolutely needed. And then we can do our power thing. Yeah, I also learned some other shortcuts while I was playing on my other ones to navigate through the menus. And when I remember it, it goes a little bit faster, but otherwise, it's a little painful. So let's ramp the speed back up. I need to build some storage for gears. Our food looks amazing. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do this how I wanted to. So I came up with a neat little idea, but it doesn't. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it as soon as I would like to. Probably not this episode. I might just do it next episode. I need to keep an eye on the time. And the other thing I need to do is... Oh, that needs metal blocks. So yeah, I'm going to need them to finish this. Alright. Alright, boys. You have your orders. You got your marching orders. So I'm going to need them to build that as fast as possible. Alright, I'm going to need you to cut down all those little bitty trees first. Because I'm going to have to get power out. There you go. And I just thought about it. 358. Oh, it's only 40. Whew. That's actually pretty nice. I thought that was going to be a lot more. And we barely have enough for a smelter. Do I fill the smelter all the way back, or do I sit it here? Let's sit it here. Cut the rest of these trees. And now that I think about it, I really should have just put a small pile up here. That would have made it go much, much faster for them to build it, because they would have just taken it from the pile. But of course, you know, sometimes you don't think. Or I could say you don't think in the right way. Do I get more haulers? I still have 3 beavers with no job, but I want to save those for when I get my bad water, because the bad water is the goal. So I need to do whatever it needs to take to get to the bad water. And now that I think about it, I also should put probably a small water tank up here for when they get thirsty, because, you know, they get thirsty. Supply good, obtain goods from other warehouse. That's what it should have been. Obtain goods from other warehouse. I said supply to other warehouse. Should have been obtain goods, so they would have brought it up here and used it. So I can delete that. Alright, so we need a power from there and a power here. I don't want to move too fast on this power, because if I do, then it's gonna just create issues. It'll create a lot of issues with beavers getting trapped, because they like to get themselves stuck. That's got the logs, gears, and he just needs the metal blocks. And then, so we're back on power. And so I love this new, where you don't have to put in directional for power, how it builds whatever direction it needs to go. I think that's one of my favorite things in this new update. Because trying to make sure, in all actuality, I probably only used the one direction, the single directional shaft, the corner shaft, and the 4-way. Because anywhere I would have put a 3-way in, I just put a 4-way just in case I was going to need to use that other direction sometime later. And a lot of the times I used to put 4-ways in even when I didn't need them, just because I didn't know. And having a 4-way directional thing there just made it so if I did need to actually do something with it, it was way easier. And man, why was I sitting there like, oh my gosh, they're about to get stuck. Because beavers be beavering and getting stuck. So they're almost done. They need just scrap metal. Which now that this is done, I'm actually going to change it to scrap metal. I should have had them finish building that before I changed it to scrap metal. We've got beavers dying out. I mean, at least we know right now where we're sitting at. We're good with our food, our water. Everything is fine. We can survive. I know we got a drought coming in a day. So I'm going to raise this up a little bit. So we can try and trap some water in here. Hopefully without flooding everything. Man, I'm waiting on them to bring planks. I feel like I need more haulers. So somebody with nothing to do in range. Oh, it's a lumberjack. You can definitely cut down all these dead trees. I mean, if you can reach them. Because nothing will grow there until... Okay, so we have 45 beavers. Turning off these pumps. I finally got a smelter. And I got no power. So the question becomes, it's a 6-day drought. I really need power. That'll give me some. A power wheel seems like it's the definite answer at the moment. Because if I want to get to bad water, a bad water pump, I gotta have power. So somebody is going to be running that type of power for a little bit. You know what? I'm turning these pumps off as well. I need to see how well our water is going to last. And it's running at 28%, but 28% is better than nothing. Just out of curiosity, can they build it from there? I don't think they really have anything else to build. I won't even get any bad water until after this drought anyway. But as long as I have my bad water pump done, I could call it a day. In all actuality. Honestly. Those guys work through the night. They better be sleeping now. And doing some major contemplation about working through the night at their contemplation spots. Where was my Shanty Speaker? Is that a... I can't remember if that's a... I have the mod in it, but I think that was an Iron Teeth only. Scarecrow. Yeah, I think that was for the Iron Teeth. The Shanty Speaker. Let's see. What else can I put up to... Does that actually... It'll raise their well-being because they'll be able to use it. I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look real quick. What fur is going to be our biggest thing? Agora, dance hall, aesthetic shrub, lantern roof, scarecrow, beaver statue, bulletin poles, detailer, lido, carousel, mud pit, books, earth recultivator, fountain of joy, brazier of bonding, farmer monument. Yeah. No. So hammock isn't really going to help us, except for the aesthetic choice of how it's going to look. Might work out. Let's see. Dance hall. Because if I remember, the beaver statue gives within 3 tiles, where the lantern gives within 1, and so does the shrub. So I could put statues on these housing units as well. But that's something for future me to worry about. I need to come over here and check this area, which I also need to clear some more planting area back here, because I'm going to need a path running back there. Oh, excuse me. I just thought of something. I'm full on chestnuts, and I don't have another grill. Well, you know what? We are going to start on this. And I didn't want to use this area because it's good planting space, but I could build it now and then fix it later, because I mean, yeah, I can just do it now and fix it later. Move it later, I should say. Because eventually, thinking about it, I don't want to have my industry stuff here. So I think what I'm going to try and do is eventually, I kind of was looking around and mapping this out. I want to have a bridge that'll go up to this area and create an industrial area up here. But it's going to require power, which I'm going to try and make some power down here from the bridge and run it up here. It's what was going on in my head. It was a lot of work. Might be a multi-episode thing. So it looks like we're actually we're making metal blocks. Actually, yeah. We'll just put them here for now. We'll put metal blocks there. Ooh, we were getting close on there with the water. But turn our water pumps back on because now we're going to have water flowing. Which means we'll also be getting bad water. Which I'll be able to stop this. We're going to delete that. Yep, of course you're going to come pick that up. Because we're going to delete that because what we're going to put right next to it is under landscaping, explosives factory. Yes. So we can start making some babooms. And we'll put some storage for some babooms up here, which I'm sure all of this stuff is going to get moved around later because we're going to put more industrial stuff up here. But for the time being, I just want to get some bad water. We got bad water. We also need storage for bad water. Yep. All right. So, looking at everything, as soon as they get the bad water storage built, because we are back in the flow of stuff. I know you got nothing to cut down. Are you sure about that, sir? There are many more things here to cut down. All right. Just need more planks. Which means they just have to haul them up here. Oh, our bad water storage is finished. How close are they with the explosives factory? One more gear. One more gear. So they should finish both of these tomorrow. And it's done. Well, looking at it now, I'd say we're cooking now. So we got some sustain power. We got a smelter, so we're getting metal blocks. We got a explosive factory, and we got bad water. So we're gonna start getting some boom booms and making some changes to the landscape to help us out better. And the smelter will give us metal blocks. So it will help us to unlock platforms and everything so we can start moving to other areas to work. Ooh, I can't wait. We're going to have to do zip lines soon too. Because, you know, faster way to get around. And that's going to be cool. So I think we'll call it here. I think we did pretty good. We got our main goal here, our bad water, some bad water storage. We got a smelter and explosive factory. So we have for future projects, I guess. But I can't wait. I'm so excited to be playing on this map again and everything. And I will be having a new map starting soon with the Iron Teeth. It is also going to be on normal, but I am going to change the rules. So it's going to be, I'm going to try and make it somewhere between that normal hard. I'm going to try and find that sweet spot. So where it's not exactly hard mode, but it's not necessarily normal mode either, I guess. But I'll talk more about it when I mess with the settings and actually get it set up. I appreciate you coming out and watching this video. There's other things you could have been doing with your time, but you decided to spend it watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had some fun. Remember, if you have some ideas or you want to see something in particular, I can try and do it. Leave it in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.